to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the line. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it. He's got a man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Ready. Ready. Hey, easy. 11.
From the gun, it's Brees. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Got it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Breeze now on third and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Black 58 round. So. Ace.
Mahomes now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So. Ready. Blue 45.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Flushed out right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
So. Ace. Z. Ace.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz.
And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And his pass, incomplete. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
So. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Z.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
So. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Left. Z.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. This is caught. Watkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Brees now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. On second down, Kamara. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now Brees on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
Get set. Monday. All right, two. 11. Got it.
So here we go on 4th down with Brees. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 84 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 50 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Left. Slow.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
21. Got it.
Breeze now on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw is Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
36.
Breeze now on first down. Room to run inside the 40. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 51 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch. They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space for spaces now.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Complete to Watson, the tight end. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Into the red zone. It's Brees. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. And this one is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
95-56. My phone. Let's go, Z. 5-8. 13. 12. Where's that?
On 3rd and long, it's Brees. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got a man complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Okafor getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flushed out right. Looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Breeze now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Green 90. Green 90. Ace. Z.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
There we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks.